Hi guys, Nick here. Welcome to iNVision Prototypes. I hope everybody's doing good out there. And for those of you who are just tuning in, behind me we've got the M40C hot rod build we've been working on for the past few weeks. Essentially what this is going to be when it's done is a customized 1940 Ford Coupe that's based on a Mustang platform. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit accomplished over the past few weeks. We've got the car split in half, well disassembled, split in half, and we're starting on the wireframe buck. Now, in the last video, you saw us form the arches and lower rockers for this project. And what this wireframe buck is a mannequin that we're going to be shaping the sheet metal to. What we're doing is taking that full-scale, two-dimensional drawing that's up on the wall there, and all those blue hard lines, we're transposing them into real space using these round rods, flat bar, and whatever we need to accomplish that shape and recreate that shape in real life. And that's going to be the mannequin that we shape the sheet metal to. Once all the sheet metal is done, then we'll pull this wireframe buck out and reassemble the body on its own. Take this piece of flat bar here. It's a straight section that just temporarily clamped into place just to establish the new height of the shoulder line. And this will have to be hammered out and curved down into the rear fender well area. So just temporarily, this gave me an opportunity to clamp this piece of sheet metal that I formed into a loose profile of the door. This is the window line, it comes down to the shoulder, and then the door will come down from this point. Now, in regards to this door here, it almost looks factory. Well, we contacted Ford's design department to see what they had in a coupe door, and they sent us a shell. We installed the latches on the Mustang, and it fits the bill perfectly. No, actually, this is the Mustang door, and we trimmed and tucked it, and basically narrowed it up so that it would fit new location of the B-pillar. And really pleased with how this opens and closes now. Done. Okay, so let's continue with the fabrication of this buck. I want to finish the lower rockers, get this line through here established with some flat bar. Then we'll move on to the hood, get that center peak established so we get the profile of the hood. And I think we'll get into the shoulder line of the car. Start hammering this flat bar out and curving that to create the side of the body. Okay, I think I mentioned before that this vehicle won't have any running boards, but we're going to have a built-in rocker that extends down from the door line and rolls in underneath the car. Underneath, it covers up the pinch weld that's exposed when you look down from the side of the car. So we'll have something along the lines of this where we have this little shelf here, but it's all built into the body. Okay, so what we're going to work on now is establishing the center line, the profile line of the hood. And based on the drawing, we'll form some 5/16 rod and we'll attach it to that center point there, come down and determine where the front of the car is going to be. But I need to know how much rod we need, so extend up to the windshield, down. So we need the end here 67 inches, but I'm going to let the rod come down further. Before I start bending this piece of rod, establish the point of intersection up there on the window line, and I'll bump into that every single time when I'm test fitting this piece as I'm bending it. So I start gently giving that nose of the hood curvature. Now, this is a very straight line. What I'm going to do is give that a gentle arc in a minute. And soften this bend up a little bit up front here. I want to create any kinks in the profile. Okay, so we're really close. Just going to give this area a little tighter bend. I'm just tweaking it ever so slightly, just a little bit every time. Just to give it a nice curvature. And a bit of a flat spot here, bump that out. Okay. Just keep bringing the bottom around. I have to keep ensuring that this is bent in constant plane here, because we don't want this center line to waver from the center. Okay, let's go check this again. So now if we bump it up against the hood, against the windshield there, see exactly where that hood line falls now. So what we can do is put something through here, clamp it, go up there and tap that, and then establish the height of the cut line for the front of the hood. Okay, right on the mark. There you go. So you can see the profile of the roof and now the hood. So let's turn our attention to that shoulder line and start bending some flat bar. That's going to be fun. Earlier I had mentioned that this straight section of flat bar here was used to mock up where our door cut lines are going to be and establish the shoulder line of the car. So now we can start actually arching this. So we'll go over to the drawing, pull off the dimension as to how far we need to arch it, and transpose it onto this flat bar. I'm looking for the arch to extend for almost 6 feet. It's quite a bit of hammering. You can see the arc just starting to happen. We have a little ways to go. Okay, that looks good. That was one heck of a workout, bending that 1" by 3/16 flat bar. It was accomplished using this sledgehammer that we created. It was 3.5 pounds, and we stuck another ball on there from a trailer hitch, just to give it that extra oomph when we're bending over that stump. So, can't do it for too long, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And well, there we go. So we'll do the other side afterwards, gotta recuperate a bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna be focused on just locating and fixing this to the body so that we can start removing these areas and just basically building up more of the wire frame. This back area, you're gonna blend in with a roll pan here. This obviously has to go. We can't have that protruding up through the skin, but we're really shaping up now. You can see the profile of the roof in relation to the shoulder line. We're gonna have a window line up here. So as soon as I establish this and bring that into the front, I'll start laying out this window here. Okay, let's keep going. Well, that's the piece we just cut off, and we're extended from that rear piece forward. Need to establish this height here in relation to the peak of the hood. Okay, well you can see how well that shoulder line flows from one end of the vehicle to the other. We'll have to create a more permanent mount in this area here. Get rid of that support. And how well it curves down and around behind the car here. That protrusion for the fuel neck filler, that's going to be gone. At least some of it will be trimmed away. Don't need that anymore. There you go. So what I'll tackle next is the cut lines for the windows and get the window perimeter installed. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care.